How's it going, guys? Welcome back for another Guild Wars 1 video. So finally I could get a few suffix mods of the Dervish and actually do some testing. So let me introduce the new any/Dervish profession independent Vow of Silence build. If you have a side grip of the Dervish, you will be able to maintain Vow of Silence even if you are only a secondary Dervish. This opens a lot of opportunities for non-Dervish classes, underworld farms, fissure of Wu, and various other farms as well. So before the update, only primary dervishes could maintain Vow of Silence, but now any profession can do that, even paragons and warriors. All you have to do is equip your dervish modded weapon, then use extend enchantments and Vow of Silence. This will extend the elite for almost 11 seconds, which is more than enough for permanent anti-spell prevention. And then you can add skills like Vow of Piety for extra armor and HP regen, grants aura for lifesteal, aura slicer for some spammable conditions, and reap impurities for huge AoE damage. By the way, the last two skills can be anything you find useful, like Drunken Master for cheap increased attacking and movement speed, you are all weaklings to reduce the enemy damage, I am unstoppable for anti-knockdown stuff, mental block, etc. Anything you find useful. Obviously you must put all the attribute points into Sight Mastery and Wind Prayers to be as effective as possible, but you don't need anything else, and you will see I'm not relying on primary attributes at all. The build is simply profession independent. Anyway, for runes I recommend 5 blessed insignias for some extra armor. Then you can get either more HP or more energy. Maybe for warriors, paragons, I would say use attunement runes, those are the best to boost the energy pool. For other classes, mostly for coasters, Vitae is a better choice to have more HP. And for weapons I have a sword of the Dervish plus a shield. This is my tanking or running set, but honestly it doesn't have to be a sword, it can be any other one-handed weapon. I only use the sword because my dervish mod dropped on a sword, but an axe, wand, spear, etc. can be all good. Okay, we need another weapon, a zealous sight of the dervish. This one is needed to solve the energy management issue and also have rank 5 mysticism during the fight. You know, these dervish builds even with rank 5 mysticism are still somewhat energy heavy, so the zealous mod is a must-have. And I have been testing Underworld and Vow with several professions, and to be honest the build works really well, surprisingly well, and I think the hardest thing to master is how to maintain the enchantments during a fight. Especially the recasting of vows can be very unusual for some players. So let me show you how to do it quickly. Basically you put on Vow of Piety in advance and then use extend enchantments and vows. When the vows ends, you must reuse it really quickly, and don't forget grants aura either. So the order of skills is like this: grants aura, extend enchantments and Vow of Silence. With some practice you can activate these 3 skills very quickly and coasters won't be able to use spells against you. Like I said, Drunken Master can solve the attacking speed, movement speed boost, but now that most beacons last for 30 minutes, I highly recommend using a birthday cupcake and a slice of pumpkin pie to run faster, attack faster, and just make the farm more comfortable. Think of this as a small investment for big profit. Okay, let's see how the build works in action, starting with the Underworld. This is a necro point of view, but you can do the same with any profession. The build, the weapons will be the same. So the first part of the run is the usual. You take the quest, pop a cupcake and a pie, and clear the 3 groups of graspings, and then I think you better do a little bit more clearing till the obsidian behemoths. You know, the graspings may interrupt skills while running, they make you lose energy, so let's go for safety this time. It only takes 2 minutes and we reach the behemoths fast. Okay, here avoid the traps and use Vow of Piety, extend enchantments and vows when you are running away from the charged blackness. I will speed up the next part till we get to the Chaos Plains. Okay, here we are. From this point on we must maintain Zenith of Mystic speed as well. This is crucial or you will get interrupted when you reuse the elite. Actually, there is a very short period of time when you are not protected by the elite skill, since you can't use spells as long as vows is active. So actually you must let vows drop and then you must use it again. Okay, now both fools at the banished Dream Rider and make sure you hit all 3 enemies. This is a general tip if you want to get maximum healing from Grand Sora and deal maximum damage, you must hit 3 enemies all the time. Don't forget to use your own weaklings on recharge, this is crucial to do if you want to farm big groups of monsters. Okay, once the rider is gone, 3 more mind blades will come, then 6 more and 9 more. And I wanted to test the build to the limit, and I can say that if you are a coaster, you can easily kill even a group of 9 mind blades. And if you want to do 2 groups at the same time, you can do that till 2 groups of 6, so 12 mesmers will work yet. But for me, 2 groups of 9, so 18 mesmers was too much as a coaster. If you use an Armor of Salvation, you can do that of course, but I didn't want to use too many consumables this time. And this is where Paragons and Warriors will shine brighter than coasters. Their higher armor obviously make them better tanks, they take less damage, and surprise, they can tank even 18 mesmers. This is a Paragon in action. I know it feels weird to use a sight on a Paragon, but we must give credit for Paragons. They are quite strong while using this walls build. Okay, moving on, Fissure of Woe is the next destination. Here you don't need Synth of Mystic Speed or the weakness, rather bring You Move Like a Dwarf and finish him. And this is my Paragon again. This build lets you farm I think 80 or 90% of the monsters in FAO. Obviously if you want to take the Abyssals too, you need I Am Unstoppable to prevent knockdowns. And you can easily farm the shadow groups, ball them up and focus on the monks. With the PV only skills you can destroy monk groups too, and I guess you can even do 2 monks at the same time with some practice. And this is the necro point of view again. Coasters can farm FAO as well, no difference in the build, same stuff again. And like I said, these builds can be used in other farms too. This is the Dragon Moss farm with LA/Dervish. Ball them up, maintain the weakness, and spam the sight mastery skills. The weakness skill is very underrated, one of my favorite skills in the game. So guys, this was one way of many to take advantage of the new Dervish mods. Rank 5 mysticism can be a game changer when it comes to solo farming, and I hope you will have fun with these new builds. Good luck and see you in the next video.